What's up, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Beastbound video, and in today's video I'm going to do a one-take video of how to look at progress in Rocket League specifically. So let's jump right in. We're going to be playing some free play in the background to keep you, locked in eyes-wise, but let me get started real quick. So, very first thing that I'll do is real quick introduce myself. My name is Beastbound. For those of you that don't know me, and I've been a coach for 14 years now. I've been coaching Rocket League for about 6 pretty consistently now, and I've been really enjoying it. So, Rocket League for me is a game where you can play whichever way, shape or form you want to, and that's one of the things I appreciate about it most. Whether you want to go fast, you want to play mechanics, you want to go for demos, or you want to just have fun with friends, you can do it in Rocket League, and that is why the freedom you get in Rocket League is also going to make it very hard for people to learn to improve. Progress in Rocket League is measured by pretty much just one metric, and whatever you do, you seem to always find yourself to come back to this metric. Whether I'm coaching, whether I'm getting new students or people that I've worked with for a very long time, the first thing people always ask is, what is your rank? What is your skill? Is what they're trying to estimate here. And while there is a very much basic of skill level in this, it isn't the only metric that we can look at, and this is why certain commons exist, like the all famous I am platinum but I can flip reset. Hey, I'm a platinum skill level, but my mechanical skill is higher than what is perceived to be the mechanical skill required for you to be in platinum. Now, the interesting thing about this is that there is some sort of lesson to learn in this, and that is the main one. Which way do you want to improve? Ultimately, if you want to get better at Rocket League, and if you are getting better at Rocket League, your skill will go up. Learning how to do things better for the extent that you want to, meaning you win games, meaning you score goals, you will find yourself going up in rank, and that's because one very simple lesson is to be learned. Your MMR, your rank, is your win rate. People forget about this. If you win more games, your rank goes up. It is that simple. And if you go to a coach and you ask, I want to get a higher rank, what should I do? You almost always should know that it's winning games. Now, obviously, that's not the lesson to be learned here, but that is a good understanding to keep reminding yourself of in case you forgot. So, how do you actually improve in that case? Obviously, people worry about their rank. As a result of it being the most dominant way to measure one's skill, people worry about their rank. Hey, I keep finding myself in this rank, but I don't want to lose it, right? Like I'm diamond now. I don't want to go back to platinum, so I'm not playing. I don't want to play because I'll lose it, right? And when they're in game, they are blaming others, teammates, their own decisions. It's never the ones at fault. No, I know I got diamond before, so it must be my teammates that are boosted. I know I got diamond myself, so it must be my, my opponents that are hacking or cheating or whatever it is. And this defense mechanism is actually the very thing that's holding you back from improving, more often than not. So many times I come across players that could genuinely, if they continue to play, get to a higher rank. They are afraid of losses that they will suffer and therefore decide not to queue at all. Now, if you're not having fun, that makes complete sense. But if you are simply afraid of losing the rank you got, then that is the wrong approach here. And this is why, for me, the fear of rank being a result of that like measuring content is the main reason to find a different way to measure your skill. When you are measuring skill, so many people go back to this rank. I want you to find something else to seek an improvement in. The best way to do this for me has always been setting a specific goal, and not I want to learn X, Y, or Z, or I want to reach this rank, but by saying I want to change this thing so that I can see this thing happen. A good example being, I want to change how fast I'm driving when I'm not on the play, so I can use my information better to decide what to do next, right? It's a very common example of a goal in Rocket League where you learn how to use your time away from the play wisely. Instead of just, sending it Mac Jesus through the play every opportunity you get, you're going to specifically use that time time to get the information you need and then make the decisions better. Now you are working on something, and over the next 2-3 weeks of you working on that goal, you'll find yourself making the steps that you weren't before. And when you're now going back to your baseline without a goal, you'll find that your games in ranked are a lot easier. You have learned to be better, right? You've studied the game, you've made yourself a better player, and your rank is going to go up as a result. But Beastbound, my teammates are trolling my games. Not as many as you are. Not as many as you think there are. One of the most common things you hear is my teammates are throwing, my teammates are trolling. To them, you are the one trolling, and it's because of that defense mechanism. Again, I hear you. Yes, what you did, the intention, the idea behind it, you were right. But you weren't. You weren't the only right answer. You weren't the only right way. And I've had plenty of conversations with people about this, where if you give them the other perspective to the teammates, it looks like you're the one trolling, because they don't understand, without understanding your perspective, what you were trying to achieve. People have their own perceptions, people have their own lessons, their own ways of getting there, and unless you play with people often enough, or you know why they went for certain things, it's very hard to correctly guess what went through their minds. Maybe they expected you to do something else. Maybe they weren't ready for you to focus on the things you are. And if you are just going to defend your own actions instead of learn from what didn't happen, you are effectively holding yourself back in Rocket League. You'll find yourself not making the steps you could be. And this is why I want to invite you. Every time you find a game where you think your teammates are trolling and they're, if they're not actively leaving, bumping you, or scoring own goals, and I mean actively, not the accidental one that you really couldn't save. If they're actively trolling your games, of course, chalk it off, go next. That happens. We all move. We're all human. We all have bad days. But if you are actively finding yourself getting frustrated and looking back, see if you can use it as a lesson. Hey, I really want to learn from this game. What would I have done different had I known they would make that decision? Is there something I can realistically cover for, or maybe provide more value towards my team and what they need? And now all of a sudden you're asking yourself the right questions. You're finding things for you to practice, finding ways for you to improve, and by challenging what you know, challenging what you think you know about the game, all of a sudden you will be the one to make those steps in Rocket League. That is the biggest mindset shift that I can give you in this short of a video. If you're looking at your rank right now thinking, hey, I could be a higher rank, I challenge you. Go play the game, challenge yourself to be better, and in 3 weeks from now, right, having learned from the situations you've put yourself in, are you actually the better player? Can you improve faster than others can? Because that is the challenge you're setting for yourself, and that is what you should be focusing on. Set yourself the goals, learn the lessons from your frustrations, and instead of defending your actions, open up your mind to the idea that there was things you have maybe not learned about enough just yet. Hopefully that's going to allow you to make the steps that you want in Rocket League. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me below this video in the comments, or through any of the other social media platforms that I'll make sure are down here somewhere below. So for now, this is my challenge to you. Go prove yourself. Go prove it to me. Make me your enemy. Show me that you can improve faster than you think you can by actually challenging the things you want to learn in the games you lose. So thank you all so much for watching. My name has been Beastbound. If you want to see more videos like this, especially the one takes, I really enjoy doing these. So let me know what you think below in the comments. Make sure you subscribe for more videos like these. I'm going live pretty much daily. Thank you so much. Have a good one. Bye-bye.